For the NES, Piko represents Interactive Bean's Nightshade software adventure game. And for the Super NES, Donkey Kong Country 3 and Rare, Nihon Pelinet's Super Ballast IB and Jaleco's The Ignition Factor and Tough Enough. This 1984 Nintendo version is what I know is the definitive version of Nintendo's original 8-bit tennis game. However, if you are satisfied with the player's performance, the Nintendo Switch Online version will be good for you. Aerith, Tifa and Barrett add even more Final Fantasy VII performances to the game. While the Geno Super Mario role-playing suit finally puts an end to the dreams of those who had hoped that he would become a full-fledged character. This puzzle game has a very familiar premise, although I'm not sure I've seen this style before. Sure, there's a lot of new content, but I think you must have really enjoyed the original game to be interested in this kind of thing. To pay another $10, it has all the good multiplayer options, singles and doubles that other versions of the games don't have. If you want to play this game with others, this is your best chance. I don't know if it necessarily costs $15, especially considering the number of Elite JRPGs on sale at the moment, but at least it seems to be trying to be more than the typical Kemco version. If you want to pay the same price as the real Bobble Puzzle, available on Switch through Arcade Archives, for a much worse, playable and decent version of the same idea, here's your link. If you haven't bought the game yet, of course, this is the version you want to get, but if you already have it, the choice becomes a little more difficult. Project Touhou games vary greatly in quality, so it's hard to know which ones are good and which ones aren't. Unless you've been warned, this is definitely the best live noodle game I've ever played this week. The usual rules apply. Make sure individual versions are not on sale if you plan to buy this game, as they are often heavily discounted and therefore low priced. Basically it's the same as it always is, a crazy game in which you take what you think you need for a very strict period of time and then try to get something with what you brought with you. Some levels aren't as exciting as you'd expect, but overall it's a pretty fun and unique game.